name's Paul Principato, creative director at Lounge Lizard Worldwide, and what I do is I oversee the creative design team, and we produce some pretty fantastic websites, and my job is to make the client extremely happy with what our finished product is. What iManga is, it's a place where you trade your media.
This is great for boomers who like to collect media,
right,
and have stacks of CDs, DVDs, things like that that are just sitting on the shelves they don't really watch anymore, and they can exchange them.
Right, and you earn points based on what you exchange, a CD, DVD, Blu-ray, video game. It's a point system. Based on those points, you get the plan where you can trade for a CD, a DVD, a Blu-ray, or a video game. It's going to be the only site that includes all media types, movies, music, video games. Right now you have Netflix, you have GameFly. This encompasses everything.
The story was we were contacted by a young guy, 25 years old, fills out the form on our website, which, as you know, our website is this virtual bar experience. So he fills out the napkin on the bar. So it winds up that this young guy has an amazing idea for a website and got some VC. He found us, online, because we're very aggressive with our online marketing, and we were competing against two agencies within, Indiana, southern Indiana, and I said I was a long shot. So it wound up, that we got the business, and the reason we got the business, we actually turned his from a website into more of a business model.
Wow.
We saw a huge opportunity with this guy. He was getting, his current site was trading CDs. And we said to him, you know what, that's kind of dead. I mean, people are now trading music and, online, iTunes. You're never gonna compete. CDs are dead. In order to compete in the online marketplace today, you have to get into games. Games are huge. Movies. People buy movies. What do? They sit on their shelves. So what we did is we actually said, you know what, it was Clark. I said, you know what, we have to change your entire business model. They can't just be CDs. So, from that, we had actually presented to his investors the new idea, and they were just totally jazzed. They actually put about 50% even more money into it because they saw the opportunity.
You also renamed their business.
We actually changed, the original name of the company was Trade-in Tracks, which is kind of synonymous with, trading CDs and music. Mm-hmm. So we actually changed the name. We did a whole branding workshop, and we came up with several names. And the name that we actually came up with was called iMonger, lowercase I and then M-O-N-G-R. The logo that represented mongering, mongering your CDs, mongering your music, mongering your games.
We came up with this monger character where he just wraps his arms around all of this media and wants to keep it and trade it and get more and hand out more. And that's the icon we came up with. We also personalized them for each media type. So there's music, movies, games, and we created an iManga character for each section. That's the music monger.
He has the Paul Stanley star from
star.
Kiss. I see that on the eye. What's the next one here?
Movies.
That's cool. It's like Jack Nicholson.
He kind of has the
Batman.
Jack Nicholson sunglasses and Batman effect going on.
If you used President Obama's example, he's a perfect example of it. He engaged the grassroots by using this technology. He created a brand online, and he engaged the populace. And we could do the same thing. We could bring your brand online and establish yourself by using the new technology and using the tools and the infrastructure that's out there in order to engage the clients, engage your customers. And that's what we're here for. We're here because we know what's, keep our ear to the ground, and we know what's out there now and what's being used. So we can maybe turn you on to technology that you never even thought would be applicable to your business.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much how it started. And then from there, I basically took the money that I was investing because I'm working, my wife's working. I don't, we don't need the extra money, but all this extra money I put it back into advertising. Okay. And it got to the point where I bought every single ad inventory on bannertips.com. I monopolized banner tips. So not only just the text links, banner ads, skyscrapers, you name it. I monopolized the entire thing. I got a deal with them on a first right of refusal to be the only advertiser on the site. So I mean that's how Lambert started.
I find this incredibly amazing because you were smart enough to know that today's world has flattened almost, and you can be doing business in India or Illinois, all over the world, and be working from a computer right in your home and making a nice, comfortable living, mind you.
Right, each section has its own color scheme, so you know where you are on the site at all times. And that's the game section. It also allows you to trade for new and recently released CDs. So based on your point system, you can actually trade for the latest CD that's out there. They are tied into the industry.
So it's legitimate.
It works both ways. You can trade used or you can trade new.
And this is how the internet is changing the way we do and create business.
So we created a new brand, a new business model, and that site is launching in about a week. And then we're going to go with an extremely aggressive online marketing campaign to build their business right up.
What you're really saying, Ken, is you recreate business models for the online environment.
Especially now, things are really booming as far as the technology that we've been working in. Flash has always been like the leader in the internet as far as graphics and sound, and YouTube boom came from the fact that Flash players are, cross-platform. So anybody can do video whenever they want. And now they're booming into 3D. So now websites are they're astronomically insane as far as what they can do. The interactive experience is a lot more in-depth, a lot more customizable, but it's not the giant, 2 years to build a 3D engine. It's, you could do something in a couple of months that's comparable to, the movie Tron. That's like all 3D stuff, and that took years to build. You could do that in like, a couple of days now on the internet.
It's a lot of work. It's managing the development team, it's developing new technologies, it's brainstorming new ideas. There's just too much to describe. That's the thing. There's just everything always going on at the same time. You have to juggle so many tasks at once, and sometimes the stress is unbelievable, but it's a lot of fun.
Every project is definitely different, much different, from social networking sites to static, just very simple 5-page sites that all need some kind of information architecture.
Here's the part of the story that I found like mind-blowing. You were competing with an agency. Now you're here in Bohemia, Long Island. Yeah. You were competing with an agency that was 15 minutes away.
Yeah, 15 minutes away. Yeah, and actually that's happened twice to us. There was another account, Crown Line Boats, which is the third largest boat builder in the U.S. They're actually based out of Southern Illinois. Again, it was the same scenario. We're competing with 2 local agencies in Southern Illinois. Actually, another one actually in Chicago, in the city of Chicago. And they saw that it didn't matter that we were from New York. The communication on the internet is what is email. We still can talk on the phone. What's the difference if you can't just be there in person? I did take the effort to fly out to meet with the CEO, because I felt that, hey, this was a huge opportunity for us. And Southern Illinois, I think they're going to want that that personal kind of attention. So I do fly to meet clients, but yeah, that's another case study. We have clients right now in India, which is kind of ironic, because the United States is actually outsourcing to India. There's a company actually coming to us.
Right, and they hired you. It's a more expensive website than what they're used to in India, but they really wanted the American model of marketing and bringing the business model online.
Right. Yeah.
So you were insourced.
Yeah, we're insourced. They felt like people in I guess in India for some reason don't understand branding as well as the U.S. That was one of their deciding factors. Of course, they could have got for a tenth of the price, but they saw the value.
Right. Well, that is one of the pieces, or the intellectual property, I believe the United States of America does have sort of lock, stock, and barrel, is this idea of branding and marketing. Right. And it seems like because of the internet, it's flattened the globe.
Oh yeah. There's no boundaries. The business community is at your fingertips on your computer. Inquiries come in daily from just around the world, and it's acceptable. It's acceptable, which is great for our growth.
Right. Well, you recreate business models online.
Yes, that's what we do.
For more information on Brad Zollis, his coaching and speaking engagements, go to www.bradzollis.com or just Google Brad Zollis. We look forward to hearing from you.
My name is Rich Kern. I'm a senior designer, and I'm a PC. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, no, he's gone. I'm gone. I can't
It's
work
about
with
talking
him
about
as an actor.
Sharon with that last
Do that.
thing, because she's like, I don't want to do this. I'm like, I don't want to do it. I can't talk about anything. Rich.